It is February 1st, 2017. We're looking at a web camera over Lake Starnberg on a nice blue sky before the chemtrail planes start flying overhead. And these little specks in the sky are going to be basically the lens array. I'll show you later before you start calling them lens flares. Wow, it's a lot of hexagonal lens flares, by the way. Yeah, that's stuff on the lens. Well, just keep watching because this is the day before. In this video, I'll prove to you that you can see what we're looking at here is two giant planets and the projection of the planet, the out of focus planet. And this is the day before the eclipse. Now I'm going to show you the day of the eclipse. Now watch this. We're going to go back in time here. Now I bet you the weather report over Lake Starnberg was mostly sunny. Well, that's all about to change. See all these chemtrails that they're polluting our skies with. Just geoengineering? Yeah, well, you're going to start to see a pattern here that everybody's seeing around the world. I've got photos and videos of these so-called sun halos. Watch this. Okay, so this is a couple hours before. We can clearly see these are not cirrus clouds. These are planes flying their flight patterns to cover up what's coming. Now watch this. Now this is just getting crazier. You'll see the dry powdery chemtrail, okay, that's just falling out of the sky. Definitely not cirrus clouds, okay, because if you look up sun halos, they're supposed to be ice crystals from cirrus clouds, but these are chemtrails. But if you want to call them contrails, just keep watching. Watch what happens. Now they're pouring on real heavy, and the sun is coming across the sky. And what's going to happen next is the beginning of a solar eclipse. Yes, you heard it right. You're going to start seeing this pattern more and more in your skies. It's being seen around the world. So here comes the sun. Continue to lay down a thick trail. And already we see the outer boundaries of the planet. See right here, you can see the early signs of what we see as a rainbow effect. But just keep watching. Watch this thing. Okay, halo, how can it be? And now, oh, I want to show you what I also want to notice that the ISO speed, which sets the brightness of the camera, so it's well adjusted 100 degrees. And next, we can see right here, this little halo here. In the next frame, we can see this thing further eclipsing the sun, and this rainbow effect is getting more obvious to the eye. You have to look for it, but it's there, and it's big, and it's round. And this thing is getting bigger and bigger. Keep in mind, there's more than one planet. Now it's getting pretty obvious. People are starting to see this thing, right? This rainbow effect. Watch. Now look at the brightness in the area. Look how bright everything is. Now this sun simulator can't create the heat, but it does a okay job creating the light, but you could still see the dimmed out light. Now look at the halo in this shot. Are we seeing it's getting longer and bigger as the thing comes into view? And now it's almost we have as a partial eclipse. Now we still the rainbow effect still moving along, bouncing off these chemtrails. And now it's getting pretty obvious as it begins to completely eclipse the sun. We see the border outlines of this. We also have another planet here, but as this planet, I wish we could have had on this on time, more of a better time lapse, but this is one shot at a time. As we see the thing progress, we can see, let me click on this next view. That will show the thing what the website was hiding if you click on it. So here we can see early signs of, actually the next frame will be a little better, but right here under this A, we're going to see the other side of this coin. Yeah, that's looking pretty insane. Let me zoom in every single photo because this is pretty stunning. And this thing is only getting bigger and bigger with time. So I would like to do comparative videos showing the size of this. We have the edge of it here and the edge of it here. Now we're in pretty much a full eclipse. And notice the ISO has still at 100 and absence of light. In the next frame, this thing continues to move, and we can see in this next frame, oh my gosh, this thing's getting big. Look at that. Again, if it's a sun halo, why is it so predictable? There's no reason for this except it is a planet casting its massive shadow. Okay, this is the atmospheric light coming from around the Nemesis system. So what we're looking at is the fake sun here, the eclipsing of massive shadowy planet, and then here. I know it's really hard to take all this in. So watch, let's go to the next one. Now you can see this is being eclipsed, the planet is moving this way, and now we're seeing more light shining on this side of the view. Let's zoom in on this one. Well, next time you guys see a little shine of light, take out your camera and watch the whole thing eclipse. It's pretty breathtaking, one snap at a time. You're gonna watch this light. This used to be rainbows, but now it's bright white. And in the next frame, we can see it continuing to eclipse our sun in the total absence, not a total absence of light, but a total light drop. I'll go back and forth in time. So I'm going to go back to this again. We can see this thing begins to set, and we can see the remnants of this shadow follows right along this edge. Wow.